Welcome out to the Nerd Effect Podcast. We're on episode number 53. I'm one of your hosts, Dustin Van Cool, and I am joined by my fellow recording artists,
Mac Mogan,
Mason Ireland,
Nikki Loopy Brindle.
Yay!
Loopy because I'm tired of loopy because I'm crocheting.
What?
Actual loops!
I know, I literally pounded like a 24-ounce coffee
We're
at almost 11 p.m.
Delupius.
and it's kicking in and I'm loving it. It should get me through the show, and then I'm going to go on a horrible downward spiral by midnight and
I
go
recorded a
plop
song
on the
with
bed.
Amanda Palmer and Jason Webley called The Downward Spiral.
Giggity.
It's fine. Continue. I'm not kidding. It's on YouTube. You can look it up.
There's also a Nine Inch Nails album called The Downward Spiral.
Nice. This was about a tattoo.
Fozzy has a song called Bad Tattoo. Not Fozzy.
I feel like this is a rabbit hole we could just go down forever. So what are we talking
6
about today,
degrees of
Dustin?
Kevin Bacon.
6 degrees of delirium. What are we talking about tonight, Dustin?
We are talking about famous, and maybe even not so famous, starships.
Basically the ones we like.
Yes. And ones that kind of have one of those fond memories in the back of our cranial brain matter.
Yay. I think Mike wants to go first. He looks really
Mike
excited.
looks really excited.
You should let him go first.
Okay. So...
And this is in no particular order. This is seriously
It's
open
not even
discussion.
a top anything. We're just talking about spaceships.
Open discussion, starships.
Yeah.
Until we're too tired to record still.
Let us know your favorites, too, as we go along. You know where to go.
Yeah.
Leave the comments on...
Maybe email us, everyone that's not Libby.
I know Brian hasn't emailed us in a long time.
Why
either.
do you guys hate us now? It's fine.
He's probably like
Maybe
9
we have
episodes.
too many email addresses and
It's
they're
like-
not sure where to send it to.
Feedback at nerdeffect.com, and there's also a contact tab on our website that will email us right there.
Yep. And I'll say, go ahead and leave a comment below the post, preferably on Facebook.
Yes.
If you want to leave it on YouTube, you can. If you want to leave it on the website, cool. But probably the best and easiest is Facebook, because we'd like to hear your favorite shit.
Facebook and or email.
And we can all interact in unison there, so
It's true.
Yes.
it makes it really...
And then forget to put our name after the Nerd Effect name because it, for some reason, just defaults to Nerd Effect when we try and post from our
Because you
phones.
do it on your phone.
yeah, your phone doesn't allow you to change
No,
your...
I know.
Which is stupid.
Really annoying.
Fix that, Facebook.
Yes.
Get on it, Internet. So, Mike, spaceships.
Yeah. So, when I was a kid, there was this movie I went to go see, and it absolutely blew my brains out because they used CG for, like, the first time ever in a movie. The movie was The Last Starfighter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the,
Where the video game was actually training for how to pilot the fire.
That was a
Yep.
fucking... Oh, I want to watch that now. I haven't seen that forever.
it made me play so many more video games.
Right? You're like, no, look, Mom.
Yeah.
training.
So that's, the, Starfighter. It's, the Gunstar 1.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Love that thing.
Oh, God, that game was cool.
Its ultimate, the Death Blossom, where it flips open all those panels
Yes.
and starts spinning, shoots out the missiles everywhere.
God, that was so cool.
Giggity.
You've never
Does
seen The
anybody
Last
own that
Starfighter.
movie? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, we're fighting forever until
We're
you see
all
that.
judging Dustin now.
Is that like on any of the Hulu, Netflix?
I haven't checked for it. I don't know.
Hold on.
Okay. You have a keyboard so you can search for things faster. Theoretically.
But yeah,
Okay.
that's a good one.
Oh, that is a good one. I forgot about that one.
I'm going to jump out of movies and straight into video games, because I'm just going to go with this one first. The SR2/SR1 Normandy,
Yay.
especially the SR2. The Normandy, to me, one, besides being a cool looking design for a ship,
What's it from?
Mass Effect. The Mass Effect.
Oh, it's on my poster.
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The Mass Effect series. There was the SR1, which was the original, which was destroyed, and the SR2, which was actually built. It was bigger, and it was built by a corporation of bad guys who were trying to manipulate Shepard.
Yeah. So it's like the first game you play through, you win the game, The second game,
Dustin
you start
found
off dying
He's
and
raising
losing a
his
ship.
hand.
Yeah.
Yes, go, buddy.
Go ahead.
It does not look like it's available through Netflix or Hulu, but you can watch it on Amazon Instant Video for $3. Actually, you can pretty much watch it anywhere else for $3. So
Do
Google,
it.
iTunes, Vudu.
Yeah.
Do it.
You
It's
need to-
worth it.
yeah.
Evie would probably love it. I
Yeah?
don't think it was scary at all because I was little when I
No.
watched it.
Yeah.
It's only a 76% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I guess considering it's Rotten Tomatoes,
Rotten
isn't
Tomatoes
that bad.
always rates things really shitty though.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably a bunch of hipster douchebags
Yeah.
rating it.
yeah, exactly. And it's an amazing movie. Like, I think it holds up pretty well. I would imagine.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in ages, but
I do know it's one of the more successful video game based movies.
yeah.
But
Yeah, it's the space scenes are a little hard to watch when they're in the
Well,
asteroids,
yeah.
but the ships actually look pretty decent.
I just mean as far as the concept goes.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm not even talking about visuals because I know that
Yeah.
whenever you're watching something that old, it's a little rough. Like, I'm like, oh wow, this looked so great when it came out. What, like The Matrix. And I was watching the fight scene because I found all 4 Matrix movies for $12 on Amazon on Blu-ray.
All 4?
Yeah.
The Animatrix? I'm
Yeah.
assuming? Okay.
And I was watching them, and they're still great movies. But the scene in, I think it's the second one, where he's fighting all the Agent Smiths,
Oh, they just keep coming.
the
Yeah, they look a
CG in
little-
that is rough now. Like, at the
The
time, I
CG
remember it was fucking amazing.
I thought the CG for that particular scene was rough when it came out.
Oh, I thought it was really good.
speaking of Starships, Independence Day, that was a movie that held was.
Yeah.
The graphics do not hold up on that
That was
movie at all.
rough to watch.
But I remember
Welcome
being in the
to
theaters
Earth,
going,
bitch!
yes, blow up the Capitol. And then I come back and you can easily tell it's just a fucking micro.
Oh, yeah. That's always hard. So,
Yeah.
so it's...
So yeah, the SR1, SR2 Normandy. Like Mike was saying, at the beginning of Mass Effect 2, your ship's blown up out from under you and you die. And then you're brought back to life via the Lazarus process, I believe. Because, you know, gotta name it after Lazarus if it's a resurrection, right?
Lazarus or Phoenix.
Yeah. And then you get the SR2, and then the SR2 lives over through the end of Mass Effect 3. But the Normandy, it's one of those ships where it's not just a piece of background. Like, I cared about the ship even before Edie, as much as I cared for any of the other characters. Like, you know, it was like the Normandy was just so important for helping them save the day every time that you cared about the Normandy. So yeah, that's to me, that's why it's one of them, and also the fact that it looks really freaking cool. It was, I mean, they did a good job on making the ship look awesome.
Oh, by the way, sexy robot.
That would be Edie.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
The computer that is on the SR2, it eventually gets a body and ends up being a sexy robot.
You absolutely freaked out when that happened, didn't you?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, buddy.
Loved
Who's in love with Joker, the pilot of the Normandy, who has a condition where all of his bones are incredibly brittle,
Oh, that's rough. So,
and he's in love with her too.
that's adorable.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
And if you actually choose the option, because like Mass Effect 3 has been out for a long time, people. So theoretically, right now is a spoiler alert, but tough. The game's been out for like 3 or 4 years now.
I haven't played it. But that's because I don't have anything rough enough to...
And Nikki just broke her finger.
No, that's the sound of
I know.
me. Okay.
I was trying to play a sound
didn't-
effect in people's ears and having them picture it.
I didn't realize that it was picking up on the microphone.
Snap!
I'm crocheting, and the yarn I'm using is too thin, so I'm having to double it up, which means I'm constantly cutting new lengths of this yarn. And the sound you're hearing is me ripping it with my bare hands because I didn't bring scissors.
Because Nikki, strong she-woman, roar!
Nikki Smash!
Just fuck you, that's why.
Because fuck y'all.
But yeah, so if you choose the synthesis ending of Mass Effect 3, it combines organic and inorganic life, and the implication you get is that Edie and Joker get to kind of live happily ever after.
Spoilers!
I said
I know.
I gave the warning.
I'm giving you shit.
So yeah, so
I
there.
do that sometimes.
Yeah.
You may
So
have noticed.
So for my first one, I thought was the Normandy.
Well, my first one is fucking Serenity. Because I am a brown coat and will always be a brown coat. I am wearing my goddamn Firefly necklace right now.
Yep.
Says, I am a leaf on the wind. Watch how I soar. That is, like, my favorite ship of any movie and show and game and story. Like, anything.
It's also one of the very, very few excuses that I'll give for using the papyrus font.
This isn't the Dustin Papyrus rant hour.
Oh, it wasn't
No, we're talking about spaceships. It's fine.
Oh, we were just looking at
This wasn't the
extreme pet
banana
grooming.
rant hour
Yeah.
either.
I was saying there's a place up on Overland called Extreme Pet Grooming, and their sign is in
Wait,
papyrus.
why is it extreme?
I don't know.
What are they?
No, it's extreme dry cleaning.
No, it's Extreme Pet Grooming.
No, they're doing it
yeah,
on
yeah.
a zip line. So there's a bathtub on the
So wait a
zip
minute.
line, and your dog goes in the bathtub on the zip line.
The place I went into was
Extreme.
extreme
Right.
dry cleaning, and it was
Extreme.
on Overland and like 5 Mile, right?
Yeah, it's Extreme Pet Grooming.
The dry cleaning didn't work out. They were too extreme.
People's clothes coming back too shiny.
No,
Too
they
dry.
just have holes
The
in
dry
them.
cleaning was too extremely dry.
How did you
Very
dry
nice.
it? Well, we held it against a dirt bike wheel and just fucking let it rip.
And that ruined people's clothes, which
Yep.
is why they went out of business. Hope they don't do that to
It was so
people's
clean they
dogs.
disappeared.
So Serenity. Really like Serenity.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Because it's their home, and it's beautiful, and it's also super badass ship.
And
It's
it's shiny.
super badass theme song, super shiny.
Yeah.
And they
Shiny.
got little frozen Han Solos and carbonite hidden everywhere.
Yeah.
I know.
And I would say again, like Normandy, it becomes a character in its own right.
And they aim to misbehave.
Yes.
The end.
I like that your whole description of the ship is just quotes from the movie.
The show?
What?
You said-
and
You said the movie.
Sorry.
The show and the movie.
You gotta understand. I've seen.
I like
I've-
to pretend that the movie didn't happen because too many people died, and I'm sorry if that's spoilers for you. You're a bad nerd.
but I
Yeah,
think.
at this point, yeah.
I think where that happened to me though was the fact that my first introduction into Firefly was through the movie Serenity. Like that was the
Really?
first time I ever saw it.
Oh, that's so shitty.
Well, I went and saw it with these guys. And the cool thing I thought about the movie is that I was, and I can tell you firsthand, is that the movie does not spoil the series, and B is a good movie in its own right without having to know
No, don't
anything
get me
about
wrong.
it.
It's a good movie. I'm glad that we got it. Blah blah blah. But did they have to? Did they have to?
Yes.
Yes, because they
No.
canceled the series.
No, I mean.
Are
did
you
they
talking
have
about
to?
like Wash?
Yes.
I think that was his
Alan-
request, wasn't it?
Yeah, Alan Tudyk had
Don't care.
You wanted to
Don't
go
like
out like a fucking champ.
Yeah.
Don't care. Don't like
and
it.
that was going to happen in season 2 or 3 of the television series.
Oh, hear that, Fox? With your bad decision making. Have you seen the picture floating around that's like Fox executives talking about Guardians of the Galaxy and how much people like it? And they're like, what we need to do is like figure out how to do this in a TV show. We need a band of lovable rebels with like a rogue leader that go out and they help people and get up to shenanigans. And this one guy's like, oh, you mean like Firefly? And then the next shot is just like that guy getting thrown out a window.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that meme.
Yeah.
It's just the guy at the end of the table just like always pointing out
Yeah.
the obvious.
Oh, you mean Firefly?
Oh, you mean Firefly?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good times.
Yeah. So that was mine.
All right, I'm just gonna get my obvious one out of the way.
Yes,
Fucking
yes.
TARDIS, man.
I called dibs on the TARDIS.
You did? Did you?
I did.
All right,
She
I'll
said
stand by
it, but
then.
she didn't.
No, it's fine.
She said it.
It's
but
fine.
She didn't
You
actually
gave me
say
blue
this.
juice. I'll let you have it. You gave me blue juice.
I did,
I'll let you have it.
but I mean,
No, it's fine.
I'm gonna feel guilty.
No, you gave me blue juice. It's fine.
So anyway, the TARDIS.
TARDIS, it's awesome. It's blue and it's amazing.
And it's bigger on the inside.
It is
Or
bigger
smaller
than
on the
this.
outside,
You want to talk
depending.
about a character all on its own? It became a character all on its
She-
own.
She became a character
Yes.
on her own.
Sexy.
Yes.
Thank you, Neil Gaiman.
Yes. Thanks, Neil.
For all the things. You make my life better.
No, he really does.
Yeah, no, I know. I wasn't joking.
Between like the stuff he's written for television, the comic Sandman, all the books he's written,
His wife.
Okay, well then. Okay,
Have you listened to An Evening with Neil Gaiman and Amanda Palmer? Because
I have not yet.
My friend checked it out from the library and brought it in so I could burn it to my computer, and it's amazing. And I have it.
And I need to watch it.
Yeah, I have it on. It's a CD.
That's
audio.
fine. That's cool too.
It's audio. It's amazing.
Yeah, but and okay, then plus the power combo of Neil and Amanda Palmer, because Amanda Palmer is a fucking awesome musician, and
her eyebrows are magnificent.
But
if you don't know who Amanda Palmer is, that probably sounded really weird. She doesn't have eyebrows.
Right.
She draws them on, like tribal tattoo style. They're pretty great.
Yeah.
It sounds weird when you describe it, but it's amazing.
Well, I know what you're.
Yeah, but Mason's picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So and her independent stuff is Amanda Palmer, and also her stuff is part of the Dresden Dolls.
So good.
Yeah.
We just hijacked TARDIS talk and turned it into Neil Gaiman.
Even Amanda Palmer talk.
Again. That's like the second time we've done that tonight. Go ahead, buddy.
So TARDIS.
Yeah.
TARDIS.
Time and relative dimensions in space.
Yes.
My phone's name is TARDIP.
Yep.
Time and relative dimension in iPhone.
TARDIP?
Yeah, there's two I's. One's uppercase, one's lowercase.
Oh. I didn't know that.
It's been plugged into your computer.
I know, but I see
times.
it and click it away and make it go away, so I don't really.
Fine, ignore my clever phone name.
And then it forces my iTunes to pop up.
Oh my god! Back at my Firefly rant. My Wi-Fi at my house is named "Take My Love, Take My Land."
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
So now I know which one to hack when I'm over at the apartment complex.
Good luck with that. I have a really long password.
Okay.
Just challenged him.
If you do, let me know because that would be impressive.
To see to get my. So do you still have those?
Actually, I think Mike has it in his phone.
Yeah, but I can't look at it.
Yeah.
Let's say, do you have? Do you still have one of those old hard drives from your old laptop?
Nope.
Nope. Why not?
Otherwise, you would have one by now.
Okay. Good. Damn. Okay. I have to try to figure out how to score that one off Tim. Then.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
Well, I was supposed to give Mason a hard drive that I thought I still had, but from my old PlayStation, but I don't know where it went.
Yeah.
I don't know if I just tossed it or it's in a baggie somewhere, or I don't know. But yeah,
For freshness?
I'm not sure what
Sealed for
happened.
freshness in a baggie
But if I
somewhere?
upgrade my PlayStation currently from a 500 to a 1 terabyte, I'll give you that one.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, what the fuck just happened? TARDIS. So yeah, the TARDIS is a sweet ass ship. It morphs. It changes its console depending on the Doctor's basically personality and mood at the time.
Too many circles.
I missed those.
Lots.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and it's the infamous blue box. It and the outside also kind of changes depending on which Doctor's in it.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that Chameleon Circuit's busted, but it always changes a little. Like,
Well, see, I don't think that's necessarily the effect of the chameleon circuit hiding it. Yeah. It's that the Doctor's personality is always imprinted upon the TARDIS.
okay.
But maybe that's what he does. Maybe his the chameleon circuit's always going to be the blue box, but he can make the blue box look however he wants it.
Yeah, maybe. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Because the St. John's thing shows up that doesn't show up until 11.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I think the light on top changes on occasion too.
I don't remember the light changing,
remember.
but
You're welcome for what's about to happen. Maybe.
Well,
not.
But
It's fine.
nonetheless, the actual TARDIS is gigantic. Also, the opening to our videos.
oh, time to go, people. See you later.
Yep.
My people need me.
He has landed. We must flee.
No, you're getting 4 companions, but you don't have a choice.
It wasn't a question. It was a statement.
So yeah, the TARDIS is like it's everything pretty much. Like it's about as much of a catch-all as his sonic screwdriver, which isn't a bad thing.
What are you going to
There's
do?
a swimming
Assemble
pool
a
in the
cabinet at them?
library.
Yeah.
There's a swimming pool.
Yes.
There's a
the
swimming pool.
library.
They catch River's song with it as she jumps off the side of a building.
Yep.
I'm so sad
Yeah,
that Alex
it's
Kingston
just-
canceled her Salt Lake City Comic Con.
No, she did.
Yeah, because it interferes with a job she's got, like an acting job, which I'm hoping is appearing in the next season of Doctor Who.
I don't know.
Which is basically what happened to Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do?
But yeah, I'm hoping, because that's the only thing that would make not meeting her the day after my birthday okay. But I bought a Barrowman photo op, so it's fine.
Because John Barrowman is awesome.
And they just announced that Jenna Louise Coleman's going to be there, so I'm trying to talk Science Sarah into going in halvesies with me on that one.
Uh-huh.
I'd just get up to her next stupid. I'd be like,
do you really think I wouldn't? Because I would, but I'd have photographic evidence of the stupid. It would be fine.
TARDIS is awesome. You see that if you want to see the actual like physical size of a TARDIS, which may not even actually be the physical size, but they show one in the TARDIS graveyard in that same episode of The Doctor's Wife.
yeah.
And it's
where it blows up to the actual size that it would be more.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because of all the graveyards where they reassemble a.
Yeah.
Trenzlore.
No, not Trenzlore. Well, Trenzlore. Oh.
Yeah, no,
That's when the blue box expands to an actual scaled size.
That's not what you were talking about?
No, I'm talking in the episode of The Doctor's Wife when they reassemble a console to actually catch up to the actual TARDIS. They go to a TARDIS graveyard. Him and his TARDIS go and reassemble a one.
Yeah, but that doesn't show the scale.
Yeah, it does, because they're looking out over the graveyard and you actually see a full-size ship that's just chilling there.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
And then they start assembling parts from it and whatnot.
Okay.
I remember. I've seen that episode like 8 times, just because it's like my favorite episode.
Vincent and the Doctor.
Yeah.
That's also a really good one, too.
Vincent
I
and the Doctor.
cry every time because, first of all, Vincent Van Gogh, my favorite artist. Before that
I would
episode.
say not my favorite artist, but mad respect for him. I think he's great.
His sunflowers are my favorite flower, and like his portrayals of them are amazing. And I did a report on him when I was in school, and his tragic life and everything is just amazing and sad. And he made beautiful things, even though he was sad.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And if you want to see what the actual TARDIS looks like, there's an episode. I think it's Into the TARDIS is what it's called, but there's an episode where some junkyard people collecting space junk basically hijacked the TARDIS by accident. Jenna, I forgot her actual character name. Fuck.
Clara
Gets lost in the TARDIS, and basically he recruits these junk people to go balls deep into the TARDIS.
Oh, why'd you have to take it there?
I did.
Because he's Dustin.
And
that's the thing I would expect
and they
Mike
show
to say.
all the things.
Balls
and they
deep?
show,
That's such a Dustin term.
and you see a really cool library, and you get to see the reactor of the TARDIS that actually runs the damn thing, and it's you can see a lot of cool stuff about how the TARDIS works in that episode, which is weird because they're all totally fantastical, but whatever, it's fun as balls. There I am with the balls
Which
again.
are deep in the TARDIS.
Yes. Anyway, the TARDIS is awesome.
Big red.
Go watch Doctor Who, and I'm done.
Go, Mike, go!
Giggity. So how about that Super Star Destroyer?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
The Executor. Yep. Darth Vader's personal flagship, the Executor. First of the Super Star Destroyers.
Yep. Still remember, again, little kid in a movie theater watching Empire Strikes Back, and you got this like, oh look, it's a Star Destroyer! Yay! It's another Star Destroyer! Yay! There's something overshadowing them. What the hell? Yeah.
See,
Made little kid me shit in my pants.
That's gross.
See, that was one of the things I never understood about the Empire. Why go for the Death Star? You know how many Super Star Destroyers they could have made for one Death Star?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one ever said the Empire was that smart.
They clearly weren't.
Yeah.
I mean,
Leaving exhaust ports that people could shoot down open exposed on the
but
outside
only if
of
they're
the ship.
capable of shooting womp rats in their T-15 back home. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Those aren't much bigger than 2 meters.
Well, I
damn
guess
it.
they can blame Rogue One for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do like the parody of that on Family Guy where he pulls Luke to the side. He's like, "Hey, you just kind of made us look like assholes back there. Could you not do that again?"
yeah, that one's pretty funny.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Rogue One. You guys have heard of that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And the Han Solo one.
The Millennium Falcon.
No Han Solo's backstory.
Yeah.
You're getting into extended universe.
Yeah,
right?
I
No,
don't
this is-
know any of the extended
Nope.
universe
These
shit.
are movies that are going
Yeah.
to be made.
Okay, I don't know
they're-
movies that haven't happened yet either.
They're making episodes 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, and they're making a Han Solo
And then,
origin
then they're
story.
making what are essentially one-shot movies.
Yeah.
That are other stories in the Star Wars universe. Rogue
Oh,
One
sweet.
and the Han Solo one have been announced.
Nice.
Aren't they doing a Yoda one too?
Don't know.
It's
That's one of the ones they're talking about.
there was
They're
talk
talking
about Boba Fett.
Boba Fett, Yoda,
Fucking love Boba
Wedge.
A Wedge movie?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah, which had a lot of stuff going on in the background you don't really
Yeah.
find out about.
I
Like,
am stoked
he was
for
probably
Boba
the
Fett
only
movie.
pilot-
What a Porkins movie.
I would go see a Porkins movie.
It's just-
I would.
If
But,
it has the Star Wars scrolly thing at the beginning of it, we'll pretty much watch it.
yeah,
He was sitting on
We
a
may
couch
complain
eating
about
Cheetos.
it later, but we'll
In a
watch.
galaxy far, far away.
Space Cheetos.
Space Cheetos.
But no, but like Rogue One, it's actually about.
It's not easy being an X-wing pilot.
Yeah, it's actually about the new Rogue Squadron that's in
the Yoda movie.
the time frame of the X7, 8, and 9. But they're talking about doing a Wedge movie about his Rogue Squadron that he was, which Luke was originally the leader of Rogue Squadron, and then Wedge was Rogue 2, and then Luke left to go do the Jedi shit. And
the Jedi shit.
um,
God damn it.
Wedge took over as Rogue One.
Gotcha.
So he was the original, not the original Rogue One, but the original non-big character Rogue One. So this time in the new movies, the character who is Rogue One is actually going to be a relatively important character.
I always thought they should have done a TV series off of that.
Yeah.
I think Rogue One would have been made an excellent TV
I
series.
think that made-for-TV Star Wars things didn't work out all that great. Christmas special!
Hey, just because of the
God,
Christmas
I'm
special.
sorry. I'm
The
sorry.
Ewok specials were pretty awesome.
That is 2 hours
I
of my
love
life
the
I will
Ewok
never
movie.
get back. And I paid money for that.
The Ewok movie was a fun, kid-friendly
I
movie.
liked the Ewok movies. I like Wicket.
Go crush.
I really like Wicket.
Oh, the kid yesterday dressed up as the Ewok.
That was adorable.
Yeah.
That was a cool
Yeah.
homemade costume.
Yeah. Oh, and the 501st guys, when they saw it, that
the-
was so cool.
AT-AT was by far...
That poor girl probably lost like
She-
5 pounds in water weight that day.
Did you see when she first pulled off the head?
And she was already skinny. Yeah, she was.
Well,
pit-
one, she was a redhead.
Yeah.
And two, she was about the same. Her face was about the same color as a fire engine when she took that off.
So there's a gal at Library Comic Con, for those who weren't there, who had made a fucking Imperial Walker costume.
Yeah.
It's on our Facebook page. Go look for it.
Yeah, go look at pictures. There's a human in that.
Yeah.
And she would walk around on her hands and feet. She had like stilts for her feet. So
And she wore
for her
purple.
hands-
She wore purple fluffy gloves so they wouldn't chafe.
Yeah. Like it was amazing. And then I was talking to her. She was saying she's gonna remake it because now she knows what works and what doesn't. It was just a cool
Yeah.
costume. Like that was.
It was
my favorite.
already cool. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
version 2.0.
Right. Yeah. It was amazing. So.
A little nitty add on top of it.
Yeah, that
She
was
should.
cute.
Yeah.
She should like.
He was crocheting.
Like just staple
Crochet.
like a little Luke Skywalker
No,
figure
there's
to
a
the
difference.
bottom
the
of
bottom
it.
of
with
it.
the
Oh
Oh my
scale.
god! Yeah, just a Luke action figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just holding on to the fucking rope with his fucking lightsaber out, just ready to rock and roll.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, yeah, and then the little girl dressed up as Princess Leia, with like actually pointing at the R2D2 and stuff. We
I
the
got that
Oh,
picture.
yeah. You did get the
Yeah.
picture. That's right. That was
did.
awesome. I thought that was cool.
Help me, Obi-Wan.
Yep.
You're my only hope.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Superstar Shores.
Get-
Let's see. My next one. I think I will go with Galactica.
You're getting into another series I haven't really seen.
You guys haven't even seen the new series?
No.
Have you seen either of them, Mike?
I watched the shit out of the old one. The new one I've seen enough of.
Okay.
I've tried watching it and I cannot get into it.
Okay.
Like I've legitimately given it multiple chances. I keep trying because I know so many people that love it, and I just
They have Egyptian helmets.
In the old one.
yeah.
But the Galactica, like, again, it's the ship is iconic because of, but in my mind, like the Galactica never becomes a character like Serenity or Normandy do. It is always more of a backdrop, but it's a very representational backdrop. It is the last gasp of humanity. It is the last line of defense, the last hope. And one of the things they do with it is they do a very good job of giving it the feel that this ship is holding the people together as much as the people are holding the ship together, and that without Galactica, the fleet would have dispersed, and they would have just been hunted down by the Cylon. So, yeah. Of course, in the new one, spoiler alert, not really looking at Nikki that much.
I'm probably not going to watch it again.
But
I've
Dustin,
given it 3 good
I may
shots.
try and watch it. I've been trying to go through a bunch of sci-fi. Like I just finished TNG.
It's too political for me. It's too heavy-handed with the political side of it, which in the right mood I appreciate, but if I'm wanting to watch a sci-fi, that's not something I want to shove down my throat.
Yeah. I will grant you that.
Like-
Sometimes I was just slogging through episodes going, I want there to be a space battle.
Yeah. Like, if I want to watch a political show, I'll watch House of Cards. If I want to watch spaceships,
Yeah.
I'm
But
going to watch a sci-fi show.
Do spaceship thingies.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the thing is like a lot of the stuff they end up touching on through the politics and religious parts of it with the transhumanism.
Oh, no,
and
I totally get that it's
what
important.
is humanity.
It's just
Especially in the new
really-
series was really good.
It's really heavy-handed, though, and I've yet to... And I've tried watching it in different frames of mind, in different moods, different times, and it's too much for me. Like, I think it's specifically the combination of... Because, I mean... Star Trek isn't exactly light on the
politics.
Yeah, but the way that they...
But at least every episode, a ship is usually firing something.
Yeah, the way they dish it out to you is a little easier to stomach, I think.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, I would say, well, then, like, honestly, like, I think Edward James Olmos is a badass actor. And you can almost put him... He's like one of those actors where you can put him in something that I wouldn't necessarily watch, and I'll at least think about it. If not go watch it just because he's there, because I think he's that kind of good, and when it comes to acting, in my opinion, I would say the whole cast of the new Battlestar series was good, but like I said, the ship itself, it doesn't become a character like Normandy or Serenity does.
What's the prequel series to that?
Caprica.
Caprica, yeah.
Caprica's its whole load of depressing.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It was good, but like,
make sure you took your vitamin D that day.
I was kind of by the end of it, I was kind of like, I'm not sure if I want any of these people to live. Well, like, there were some people that were like, even though they were criminals, they were honest about being criminals. I mean, they were the mafia, basically. And like, to a certain point, I have respect for the criminals like the mafia, or the Yakuza, or, people who they're professionals at their job.
You know what you're going to be dealing with.
Yeah. And, well, besides knowing what you're going to be dealing with, like, they do have a kind of a code of conduct that they follow.
That's what I meant.
Whereas, like, random street thug A, you don't know what you're going to be dealing
I think
with.
I've seen names similar to that in credits for shows.
Yeah, there are. But like some of them, I kind of wanted them to live. Some of them, but some of them I didn't by the end of it. But anyway, yeah. But like one of the connections, like that's one of the weird connections. Like Caprica shows that how Cylons came to be, and you also understand why Cylons do what they do after that too. It was kind of hardwired into them in a weird way. But besides that, like in Caprica, they're like one of like the criminals that I'm talking about. Edward James Olmos's character, Odama, Captain Odama, or by the end of it, Admiral Odama, is their great grandson or something like that. So it's kind of just a cool connection. And then his son was, of course, one generation later on that. But yeah.
So what was the Starship portion of this?
Sorry, it was the Galactica.
Oh.
How it's a background that gives meaning to the characters, and the characters give meaning to back and forth in a lot of ways. It's not like it's some super cool ship.
It's their home.
It's their home, and
So kind of like a Noah's Ark type thing.
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
But but without the Galactica, like the fleet that gathered around it of civilian vessels that are not armed would not have been able to survive, and they would have scattered. Which, if they scattered, there would have been no one ship that had enough humans on it left to repopulate a human world. There would have been not enough. They would have all been and probably they all would have been hunted down. And so they needed the Galactica to hold the fleet together, and then the second Battlestar comes in also, which is whose name I can't remember because it's not the Galactica. But with those two Battlestars, they're able to hold the fleet together, defend it.
Is that the Pegasus?
The Pegasus, yes. Okay. But without especially the Galactica, but also the Pegasus, they would have been able to hold the fleet together. They wouldn't have been able to defend it. They wouldn't have been able to find their destination, Earth. And yeah, there's just a whole bunch, and it represents their struggle and their key to survival. So yeah,
Gotcha. Well, that's cool. So it's more of a representation.
It's an icon.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. Boom.
My turn?
Yes.
Yes.
So I kind of fall asleep looking at Starships every night. Those of you who don't know, I have a 5 by 6 foot poster above my bed that a friend made me that is like every spaceship from everything up until this poster was made.
Which was like 2 years ago.
Well, it doesn't have a lot of newer ones, so I think that this version is older than the one that floats
Does
around.
it have the TARDIS on it?
No, but it does
The
have...
TARDIS would be so small in scale.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
it does have the Dalek ships, though.
Oh, okay.
But so, despite falling asleep seeing all these cool ships, like the ones that you guys are talking to, the names are familiar, and I know it's because they're on my poster. So I'm probably gonna go home and look at them so I can see what you're talking about. One spaceship that I think we can all picture without anybody having to describe it in any way is the USS Enterprise.
Hails to the yeah.
Which, for me personally, is my first real experience in the sci-fi world. I used to watch Star Trek with my dad all the time. Like, I knew LeVar Burton from Star Trek before I knew him from
Reading Rainbow,
yeah. And...
Actually, I don't know if I can lay claim to that. I may know him from Reading Rainbow first.
Yeah, I didn't...
Well, they were on at the same time.
They were on at the same time. I personally didn't start watching Reading Rainbow until I made the connection that was the guy from Star Trek. Like, that was my first... Wait, that's the same actor moment when I was a kid. And then when I saw Roots when I got older, my mind just got blown. But,
Quinte.
yeah.
Yeah, and if anyone wants to say anything about LeVar Burton's acting chops, fuck you. Go watch.
Yeah, no, the man's amazing.
Yeah.
And does great things for humanity.
Yeah.
But the Enterprise was my first spaceship love. Little Nikki used to enjoy watching Star Trek and daydreaming about getting to go and fly around on the Enterprise with... Like, I watched the reruns of the original series with my dad, but Next Gen was my Star Trek. Yeah. That was mine. So, Captain Picard and Deanna Troi and everyone who was awesome, and it just, I don't know, like, it's such an iconic ship. The sound, you can buy like a 3-hour white noise loop that's just the Enterprise background noise.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
it had that very specific background noise.
It is very soothing, by the way. I had it on one of my old phones. I need to re-find it because it's effective if you need to zonk out. Let me tell
Warp
you.
core white noise.
Yeah, no, it does the job. But I mean, everyone can picture it.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much, even if you didn't watch Star Trek, you could picture the Enterprise. You know what it looks like.
Well, yeah, some ships, the Enterprise, a Star Destroyer, they're so built into our culture.
Exactly.
Nowadays.
Like, my brother had all the Star Trek toys because they weren't for girls. So he had them, and I just stole them.
Right.
And, he had the Enterprise, and we would fly it around. And
even a Klingon warbird falls into a close second.
Yeah, they had a warbird. When I went to the EMP in Seattle a couple of weeks ago, they had, like, a prop of a Klingon warbird, and I got so excited.
Really?
Like, I took pictures of it, and then they had like a Klingon costume and a batlet, and it was just great. But yeah, Star Trek.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the YouTube video where there was a guy who took like whenever they're in a space battle or whatever, you know, the screen shakes around and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, he had made it so that the screen shakes are adjusted around the frame, but everyone in the middle of the picture is holding still. Like
Basically, he's counteracting the shaking.
He counteracted the shakes, so it's just a bunch of actors like grabbing onto their seats, just shaking around like the ship is supposed to be exploding.
Yeah,
that would be pretty funny to see, actually.
It was a hilarious thing to watch. It's just,
I know, like, the whooshing noise the doors made, everyone can hear that. The beep of the comm system. Yeah. Like, it's just, like, every aspect of this ship, the noises it makes.
The tricorder.
Yeah, the tricorders. But I'm just talking about the ship itself. Like,
right.
I mean, we can all picture the screen that they have up on
the
their
doorbells
computers.
the room have.
All of it.
I can't.
Tea, Earl Grey hot. Like, all of the things.
Transporters.
Yeah. Oh, the noise that the transporters make. It's just one of those iconic things that Star Trek is what made me become a sci-fi nerd, was growing up on Star Trek.
Yeah.
My mom never understood how I could watch Star Trek and Star Wars and stuff with my dad, and those aliens didn't scare me, but E.T. scared the ever-loving fuck sacks out of me. Good. Still does, to this day.
Well, that's because he's not humanoid.
He's rapey.
He's not humanoid, and he's got an erectile penis for a neck.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on his weird-ass glowy fingers. No, like, I have a very distinct memory when I was a little kid of my mom rented E.T., even though she knew it scared me, and I went out to my turtle sandbox. You guys remember those?
Yeah.
And I opened it up, and I went in the turtle sandbox, and I put the lid over the top of myself. I was probably 4 or 5, and I fell asleep in there, but I was hiding from the aliens. And my mom couldn't find me, and I got in trouble. But I didn't want to see E.T., and I could hear the music from my room, and I could hear his creepy-ass little voice. So I will cut you.
Sorry, I wasn't meaning to...
Elliot.
He's meaning to scare you. I
I'm
really
going
wasn't
home.
meaning to scare you.
I'm done.
Yeah, anyways, so Star Trek is what made me...
I'm done.
It was like my first real nerd education was Star Trek.
I mean, part of that from like me was Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw
Star Wars when I got older.
Star Wars when I was 2 years old. My parents took me to see Star Wars. Evidently, I was a good kid in a movie theater.
Apparently, I hope.
Yeah.
Or your parents were douches.
Or my parents were assholes. One of the two. But they took me to see Star Wars, and like it is literally my first memory is a Star Destroyer flying over my head.
Yeah, that's really cool.
And from then on out, like it was Star Wars all the way. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Battlestar Galactica. I like Serenity. I like Star Trek. But like, if I had to pick just one, even after episodes 1, 2, and 3 happened, I would still pick Star Wars for the original 3 movies.
For me, it would be so hard to pick just one.
Oh, I'm not saying it wouldn't be.
Oh, yeah.
But
if I had to pick just one, mine would probably... I'm a Trekkie. I am a born and raised Trekkie, and it's all my dad's fault. Like, he rocked my cradle watching Wild Wild West and Star Trek.
The Wild Wild West. Not that one.
Not that one. Not the shitty Will Smith one.
Yeah, if you were in a cradle in 99, that would be weird.
Yeah.
That would be really weird. And, watching that and the original series of Star Trek. Like, the reruns. So... I didn't have a chance.
It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not at all.
So what's your next one, D-Man?
Well, I'm having a tough time. The thing is,
I don't have any more after this.
I'll do a brief mention of the Shadow ship from Babylon 5, just because of the aesthetic of it was really cool and really almost demonic.
Yeah.
Like if there were a Cthulhu-style spaceship,
that was it.
That was it. Like, it was the most intimidating-looking fucking thing in the world. Just a bunch of spiky things coming off the front of it, and it was just really
and it
creepy.
Screams into your head.
Yeah, it was organic. I think,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, it was an organic spaceship. But anyway, but you don't know much about it other than that, so that's why I just want to brief mention it.
Yeah.
But it's black, it's dark, it's a goth spaceship. Like, if you were a goth, that'd be the spaceship.
If
you
it
would
was
fly
owned
around
by
in.
Reavers, we'd all be screwed.
Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, Nikki.
Yeah, I went there.
But if you get a chance to check out Babylon 5,
I
look
actually
for those
watched that one
spaceships.
either. That one I haven't even tried, though. So
Okay, Babylon 5, I have it. I think.
It's political-ish, but
I can handle political. It's with.
It's not as heavy-handed by any stretch
with
as
Battlestar
the new
Galactica.
Battlestar.
I think my issue was the fact that they would forego the sci-fi elements for the political elements in some episodes, and that was just, if I'm sitting down and watching a sci-fi show, I don't want a lecture in politics. Usually it means that I'm trying to relax, and like if you have some political mixed in with the sci-fi, that's perfect. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's important to discuss political issues, but if all you're doing is discussing the political issues and there's like no laser space fights in that episode, then I get a little bored.
There's actually a lot of episodes that don't have laser space fights in B5.
Yeah.
But it's mostly because the people on the ship are primarily alien ambassadors.
Yeah.
Of different alien races, and they kind of come together to try and work out their situation.
And then utterly fail and have a war happen.
Because,
but I do really enjoy B5. Mm-hmm. I think it's worth a try. I will try to get it to you.
Yeah, no, I do want to watch it. It's just not available anywhere for free.
Right.
Unless you know somebody who has it.
Right.
And I hate paying for a show that I don't end up liking. It's very unsatisfying.
Yeah. But, yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed B5. And I like how they kept some things kind of realistic. Like, the shadow ships were way out there. Mm-hmm. The Vorlons, they're the essentially opposites of the shadows. Their ships were way out there. And then, like, the human ships, like, they still relied on rotational gravity. They had sections of the ships that spun. That's where all the people were. The space fighters, the human space fighters, were like, they were like a little box with 4 arms that came off of it, and then they had engines all over those arms, so they could spin the ship in different 360 degrees.
Gyroscopes.
So they had it so that the ships rotated in a realistic, like,
gyroscopic fashion
that you could use in space. And like when they're slowing the ships down, they actually counter-fire the front thrusters to slow the ships down for the human ships and stuff. Like, the way it was built was like the human technology had advanced, but it was still very much, you could see that it was our human technology. If you get what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
based on physics that would probably be used still within the next 500 years.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, the jump gates that they use in Babylon 5, we were sold essentially that technology by the Centauri, another race.
You have a wicked hairstyle, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm familiar with.
But
the
like
iconography.
we
shows.
didn't.
I just haven't seen them.
Yeah, we didn't develop faster than light travel on our own. We were given essentially that technology by another race. So, I think it's kind of cool how it's kind of, there's some certain realistic groundings of it that Babylon 5 used that a lot of other shows haven't.
Yeah.
So the primary starship I was going to talk about though was the Flight of the Navigator ship.
Yes.
Just because it again, talking about movies or talking about starships that are built around their own character.
Yeah.
That ship had its own personality. It talked.
Great taste in music.
Had a floating mechanical eyeball that went around and blinked at you and
I wonder if
and
that's
talked
a
to
movie you
you.
can buy on DVD. Like, I wonder if they've released that on disc, because I would really love to watch that again.
They probably have.
Yeah.
And he kept little alien puppets in a jar. They go.
God, I wanted one of those. The
I know.
one that he
I was
sneaks.
like, you're gonna bite my face off, but you're adorable.
No, the one the adorable little one that is his friend that he carries around with him.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted that.
Yeah.
So bad when I was a kid.
But then the ship had its own kind of like, it was kind of weird. It was like almost like a bionic link system where you put your hands on the
And he downloaded Pee Wee Herman's personality.
Oh yeah, that's right. Compliance.
I want one of those NASA hats that the kids got, like 80s NASA.
Oh, yeah.
Worm logo.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the names of the logos. Don't fucking judge me.
Oh no, mad props.
But the fact that the ship was on the outside looked very liquid metally, and when it was like in stable mode or slow mode, it kind of looked like I don't know
how it would change shape depending on its speed.
Yeah, and then once it decided to go into hyperdrive
kind of
or whatever, that fucking
seed-shaped.
thing would point out like a spear and just.
Yeah, it was seed shaped normally. Like an
Yeah,
apple
yeah.
seed.
Seed shape's good.
That's what it always
I'm trying to think
reminded
like teardrop. No.
Almond.
Almond shaped. Yeah.
More like an apple seed, I think.
Yeah, an apple
Yeah.
seed is a good example.
But that ship was badass in my opinion. It was like probably the first ship that really caught my attention as a kid. Because again, I didn't get into Star Trek or any of that until almost junior high. Like I watched Star Trek with my mom and stuff when I was a kid, but it never really caught my attention as much as it did until later in life. But as a kid, that was like the first spaceship I really probably like gripped onto.
It was pretty
I
badass.
thought it was really badass, and it was kid friendly, and you know
Yeah.
you're just like, there's puppets, and there's a talking eyeball who's your best friend.
Wasn't that like a released for TV movie when they did the weekend movie
I
night
could
on
have
Disney?
swore that one went to theater.
Did it?
It went to theater, I think.
As I didn't see it until it was on TV, and we had it recorded because my mom used to record all of those Disney Sunday night
To
movies.
VHS.
Yeah.
It might have been then. It
Journey
might
of
have
Natty
been.
Gann was my fucking favorite. She had a wolf and rode trains.
Back when Disney Channel was a pay channel.
Yeah.
But ABC would show
Yeah,
Disney
those-
movie
those
once a week on
Sunday
weekends,
nights,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
and it was hosted by that one guy whose name I can't remember.
Mike Leisner,
Yes.
Wow. Good job.
Nicely done, sir.
Yeah.
who I think just passed away.
Yeah,
recently.
really recently.
Yeah.
In the last couple of years.
So, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
got another one?
I do.
What is it?
Super Dimensional Fortress.
Macross.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was an
SDF-1
anime.
Macross. From the animes, Macross and Robotech.
Mm. Yeah.
The many, 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 many Macross animes.
Yeah.
It was the big ship that they launched the little transporting fighters off of.
Oh, I assumed.
Yeah. The thing I liked about, like, especially on the original Macross series,
Yeah.
the humans kept bucking it up.
Yes.
As
It wasn't
we
our
do.
Seriously
it wasn't our
hardcore.
technology to start with. It crashed onto Earth, and but they tried not to say it from Japan's point of view, but it crashed into the Bikini Atoll. Is where it crashed.
To the what?
The Bikini Atoll.
Oh, okay.
That island system, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a city grew up around it because of people
Yeah.
studying it and stuff.
Yeah, so they had Macross City, came up around it. They got attacked by the aliens who crashed it
They were like,
because
"Hey,
they're
we
trying to
need
get
our
it
ship."
back.
Yeah.
They ended up trying to launch it. They launched it while it was still in the Earth's atmosphere with I think they called it the reflex drives on the original Macross, right? I don't remember.
Reflex drives or full drives? I can't remember.
Yeah, because they changed it up for Robotech, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember which one's which, unfortunately.
But they activated the drives while they were
The
still in the
hyperspace
atmosphere.
drives that it can go very fast, very quick.
Yep.
Yep. And so the city and the island and everything went with it in the space out past like Neptune or Pluto. Almost
It
out
was
of
way
Pluto.
the hell out at the end of the galaxy
How
somewhere.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they ended up with, the city in space. So they had to get everybody they could rescued and take them on board. They had to
They didn't die from oxygen deprivation.
well, the oxygen, the atmosphere was
Okay.
there with them, so they had
Well,
a little
that's
bit
handy.
of time.
It took everything with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There was like two.
In fact, they tried to save the water from the ocean to desalinate.
trying to get as
Alright.
much as they could.
Yeah.
They had a couple of the
They
ships.
also blew the drive up doing this.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, so they couldn't get back, so they had to take the long way route
Yeah.
and bite the whole way back.
Yep.
But
What show is this? This sounds good.
Macross or the first season of Robotech, but don't watch that. Watch Macross.
Okay.
yeah, Robotech was like an American bastardized version of
Yeah,
it
I remember.
before
but it was.
anime was
I
a
have to say
thing.
the thing is that was the introduction to a lot of Americans to anime.
I just started watching Cowboy Bebop. The similarities between it and Firefly make me very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Oh God, what do they call those? The battleships. The
The
Carriers.
Zentradi.
no, because they had like the two ships which they made into the arms.
They were the Phobos and the Deimos.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, they had
I think that
battleships
was in
that were in
Macross, or not in Macross, but
Those
in
are the names
Robotech.
of moons.
the,
Yeah, I think that was Robotech. They called them the Phobos and the Deimos, but that's how I thought.
Well,
that was-
basically, they're
Jupiter's
just
moon?
like aircraft carrier battleships
Phobos and
that they
Deimos?
ended
Those
up
are the moons of
attaching
Mars.
to the SDF and making it into the arms of the damn thing.
Yeah.
So if you ever look at the toys and stuff of it, you look at the arms, it's like, oh, those are battleships.
Yeah. One of them looks
they
like an
actually
aircraft
are.
carrier. One of them's like kind of blunt-faced.
Yeah.
Like
It's just,
a big landing craft.
yeah. It's just cool the way they put it together.
Yeah. And they actually rebuilt a city inside its hull for the people to live in.
Which got crushed the first time it transformed.
Yeah. Which they broke the first time it transformed.
Jesus.
Then they rebuilt the city with the thought that, yes, this thing transforms inside it.
Yep.
But, and they also did things like, as the closer they were getting to Earth, they were obviously losing fighter craft every time they got into an engagement. So, like, they had a whole bunch, they had the Valkyries, the Veritech fighters, which could be a ship, an aircraft carrier, or an aircraft, a F-14 Tomcat is what they looked like specifically. Because the Japanese knew a cool-looking fighter's craft cool-looking fighter plane when they saw one.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the Gerwak form, which was the hybrid, where it was a jet fighter with arms and legs instead of engine execution. Mm-hmm. And then there was the full Batoroid, which it turned into a dude with a gun. The gun was actually its drop tank. But on the Valkyries, it wasn't a drop tank, it was a gun. And they could also fire it when they were in plane form. But that was their initial line of defense, was the Valkyries. But they were losing more and more Valkyries every fight they were getting into. So they had to change they changed tactics during the war, because at first they would try to engage at a far, far distance to keep all the enemies away from the SDF. But they started bringing the tactics back further and further, so then they were within range of the SDF-1's guns. But they were still losing a lot of Valkyries. Couldn't afford to lose this many more. So they brought their engagement ranges in closer, and then they took out what were called the Destroids, which are humanoid robots that cannot transform or fly in space. But, they're sealed, but
They can only walk.
So they started pulling out all of those and having them stand all over the SDF to have their guns work too. So that, they're into their closest engagement range almost. And then finally, one time they get desperate, they have this thing called the point defense system, where they can maneuver an extra heavy shield around the ship to block big incoming barrages. Mm-hmm. Well, eventually they try, and it succeeds, luckily for them, but they put all three of those on the front of one of the fists of the arms that come out, the aircraft carriers, and they punch it into the enemy's battleship, open up the dock, and have a whole bunch of destroids sitting in there, and they just all open up from the inside of the opponent's ship. Yeah. Which caused the Zentradi, the bad guys, to go, holy crap, what did they just do?
That's not in our rule book.
Yeah. That was in nobody's rule book. That was a desperation tactic. But that's one of the things about anime. They showed them get desperate. They showed them try anything,
Oh, anime is fucking emotional
Yeah.
as shit. Anybody who thinks that cartoons are built for kids needs to go watch a proper anime cartoon.
You need to go watch Grave of Fireflies.
No, don't do that.
Why?
That brings pain and misery to everybody.
Have you guys seen?
And I haven't even seen it yet.
Secret
I've
of the
only
Kells.
Yes, that's so beautifully animated.
Have you seen Song of the Sea? It's by the same people, and it just came
No,
out.
I need to go see that right now.
It is on Amazon Prime for free.
Okay.
It is fucking beautiful. It's about a Selkie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
All right. I got one I got to bring up.
Okay.
Because it's been throwing me for a little bit of a loop. And normally when you watch anime, it's like you got your heroes and they go out and they fight things and usually get their asses handed to them.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm watching one called Gate. It's a dimensional gate opens up and a bunch of fantasy creatures come pouring out in this fantasy army and they start attacking people. And then they get pushed back by the military. And then the military, for Japan, their defense force people, go into the gate on the other side and start going in and making fortifications and stuff. And it's like, it's just the army people kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah.
It's just a weird twist for anime, because you're watching these guys you're expecting some super magic weapon to show up and hurt and take them out. And they take out dragons. They run into a giant fire dragon and their guns don't point it, and they're like, somebody goes, well, let's try the missile launcher. Boom.
There you go.
And it's just funny because it's just watching these army guys go around kicking everything's ass. And you keep expecting. And the only parts that's like any confrontation really is like the elf chick is, and like they got the elf chick, of course, and this magic girl chick and all this that are kind of getting kind of flirty with the main character.
Of course.
That's the only real thing that's having any kind of conflict. And it's just really kind of amusing to watch.
Yeah. And to continue on with the anime, my next ship, the Bebop.
I just started watching that today, and I binged 8 episodes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey.
Isn't the Bebop awesome?
Yes.
Do you know what the Bebop originally was?
What?
A fishing trawler.
Oh, no, I did know that. They addressed that in
Yeah.
one of the episodes. Yeah. No, I totally dig it. I fucking love Ed. She's my hero.
Ed is awesome.
I'm going to be Ed
and
when I grow up.
But yeah.
I would actually love to cosplay Ed.
No.
That would be really fun. Giant orange wig.
I've seen bits and pieces
Walk
of
around with a
Cowboy
corgi.
Bebop on Adult Swim, but I've never actually sat down and watched
But again, it's like
episodes.
the Bebop.
It's worth it. I'd seen the movie before, but I didn't know what was going on.
No, that's the thing was whenever there's a movie based off of an anime, that's actually a show, like a TV show, you have to watch the TV show to know what's going on.
Yeah. So I'm watching the show, and then I'm going to find the movie and watch it again.
But the Bebop, because it's like the Bebop itself's humble origins as a fishing trawler, gives air to the struggles and desperations of the characters, but how it again, like a lot of the ships we've talked about on this thing, it becomes a home. None of the characters want to really leave the Bebop, even though there's horrible struggles that they're going through.
That's one of the things that reminded me of Firefly.
Yeah.
Like the scenes where you come down and they're sitting on the couch watching TV.
Yeah.
Like just chilling in a room. And I'm like, like the Firefly. Or like in the fucking Trader Tales audiobooks that I told you about with the solar schooners.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like they talk about the guy walks into one of the ships and like the first room just happens to be their living room. Like, I like that idea.
Yeah. And the thing is like, it's like I think one of the things I enjoy about the ships like that is also the kind of the freedom it represents. Because for example,
sort of a gypsy lifestyle.
Yeah, well, for example, you have like Star Destroyers or the Enterprise or the Galactica. They're military vessels.
Yeah, it's like their place of work that they just happen to live at. It's like
but also your space is limited.
Yeah.
Because you're required to have, hundreds or thousands, or in the case of a Super Star Destroyer, tens of thousands of crew members.
Yeah.
They're packed into the smallest possible space that you can pack them into and not have them immediately start killing each other.
It's also very regimented.
Yeah. But then you get like Serenity, the Bebop.
The exact opposite.
Their
Millennium
homes,
Falcon.
the Millennium Falcon, their homes first.
It's their 3-bedroom apartment in space.
It is.
It's their homes first, and they happen to move. And I mean, one of the things is that gets the characters from story to story, but also there's also the somewhat permanence of they can always get home.
It's a setting that you can take with you,
Yeah.
which is like an amazing thing in a storytelling setting. You can put you in new situations, but have familiar territory. Yeah.
I think we got enough time for Nikki. You want to do one more? Do you have one more?
I mean, I briefly mentioned the Millennium Falcon. It's a character.
Yeah.
And
Millennium
a home.
Falcon's another ship that becomes a character.
Yeah.
A lot of the good home ships are the ones that become characters.
Yeah, it's true. And I mean, that's, again...
even Normandy, I thought of it as a character.
You say Millennium Falcon, people can picture it, even if they're not nerds. Which, I don't know, I think that makes for a strong...
Chewie, we're home.
Yeah.
Yeah. I nearly bullshit, I'm lying. I teared up when Han said that in the trailer.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Like they found home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like when I saw the pictures of how they were building like a scale
a real scale Millennium Falcon.
In the studio, like seeing that, it was like
J.J. Abrams let Kevin Smith on set as they had finished building the Millennium Falcon.
Nice.
He got to take a tour on it, and he said he cried like a baby.
Radical, yeah.
Yeah?
Actually, that's pretty neat. It's like yeah. I mean, it's what else can you say about it? It's the fucking Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Did Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
Yeah.
Which is unit of measurement, not appropriately used there, but it's fine.
That's okay. In Star Wars, it's measurement of time.
Yeah.
And it sounded good.
Yeah, it sounded good. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll be honest, I really don't have many other spaceships. If you guys got any other off the top of your head?
I want to go watch all the fucking sci-fi now.
Lex.
All the ones I would have said.
Oh yeah,
mentioned.
Lex. Go,
man.
You said
okay,
it.
Fine.
You'll be our last one.
What? It's a big bug,
It's alive.
and it eats planets.
It's amazing. And it's Lex with 2 X's.
Yep. It's like
Lex.
Lex.
Does the space whale from Doctor Who count?
Yes.
How about the space whale from Hitchhiker's Guide to the... Oh, that was just a regular blue whale that happened to appear in space.
Yeah, he went splat.
Yeah.
And was trying to contemplate life before it happened. Wait, why am I here? What is that? Why do I know this? Ah!
Yep.
Nope.
Dude, how about that fucking spaceship with the randomizer?
Yeah.
The improbability
The
drive.
improbability drive, yeah.
Randomizer.
I can't remember, sorry.
Fired.
Yeah. The
Which
improbability
is weird because I've
drive.
read the book and have seen the movie, and it's been a while.
That's actually on my list of books that I have not read for no reason other than the fact that I don't own it. Like,
Well,
I need to.
No, me and Tim own it.
Well, I would like to buy it because
You
I
should.
know I'm gonna want.
There's the
Yeah.
full
To
have it
anthology
forever.
in one book that you can
Yeah.
buy.
That's the only way to buy it
I want
anymore.
to. It's I've literally got an Amazon wish list of just books, and that's high up on there. So.
I'm really sad that they never made a sequel to that movie because they open it up right at the very end to be like, we heard there's diner on the end of the galaxy that we can go to, and it's like, fuck, come on, please make a second one, and they didn't do it.
Yep.
Which and I
Diner
actually
at the
liked
end of
that
the
movie.
universe.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that
So
Watson did a great
thanks
job.
for all the fish.
He did an amazing job.
Yeah. He's a good actor.
Yeah, I know he is. That's why he's in all the things. It's not just because he's British and acts.
Yeah. And he's one of the few that rarely does. I don't think I've ever seen him actually do a villain. That's rare for a British actor.
I mean, Watson gets cranky sometimes.
Well,
but
yeah, but wouldn't you get cranky at Holmes?
yes.
I'm just gonna.
Actually, no. I would probably encourage him. I'd be like, "Oh, you feel like shooting holes in the walls? Here's a bazooka."
That's not a good idea.
And you're not a good Watson.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Part of Watson's job is to rein Holmes in.
Yeah. I can't even rein myself in, Holmes.
The head shake
I'm
of...
tired. I don't know anymore.
I'll say just a fast couple of honorable mentions. The Tantive 4 from Star Wars. The Forward Unto Dawn from Halo.
Can Stargate get an honorary mention? Because it's not a starship, but it does transport people to different planets.
It's a dimensional transporter
Yeah,
thing.
but the TARDIS is
That's
a time
like
machine.
It's like
I
giving the
mean,
transporter on Star Trek an honorable mention.
Well, but it was covered in the spaceship that I mentioned that it is located on.
Well, didn't they have a spaceship?
Or the weird ass pyramid spaceships. I can't remember what those are called though.
But
Atlantis.
the gold ships.
No, Atlantis is what?
Atlantis
had a
is,
was a
I didn't
spaceship.
watch Atlantis.
Atlantis was a space station.
Atlantis was
Station,
terrible,
yeah.
and I didn't watch it. I tried,
And it was terrible, yeah.
I tried watching one episode. I'm like, no.
Not
And
today.
I loved the shit out of Stargate, so that's saying a lot. Like, I've seen that series so many fucking times. And there's a lot of
That was
it.
one of Jen's favorite.
Yeah. Oh, we should talk. We should have a...
Yeah, she was all about that show. And now that it's on Netflix, we haven't really started watching it, but she wants to.
I need to. It's a daunting task. There was a lot of
There was,
Stargate.
what, 12 seasons?
Yeah,
or something like
it was more than 10.
It went on for a long time.
I know.
Yeah.
And
But-
like what I would do is I started watching it partway through it, so I would watch the new episodes, and then they always showed the reruns on K9, and like the reruns were sequential with each other,
Right.
and then the new ones were sequential with each other, and so I
Yeah.
would watch the new ones and the old ones, and so I like got caught up while I was watching the new stuff too.
Yeah.
Like that was what I did
So
back when I had my TV with a built-in VCR. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big pimpin'.
Fucking classy.
Did you have, 20-inch screen?
God, if that. I mean, the thing was like that big.
So more like an 18-incher.
Yeah, it was like an 18-inch screen. But I mean, and I had one cassette tape that I would just record all the things on.
Right.
And when that one X-Files episode happened where they go on the ship in the Bermuda Triangle and they kiss for the first time at the end of it, I recorded that. I watched it. I'm like, I can't record over this. So I had to buy a second videotape because I saved that episode.
But yeah, I'll say 10 at 4. Forward Unto Dawn from Halo. The White Star Fleet from Babylon 5.
X-Wings. TIE Fighters.
Well, yeah, but I was trying to stay more capital, bigger things that carry multiple people.
That's the only reason I didn't mention those.
Yeah.
Same with the Millennium
Shuttles.
Falcon, like because it's still kind of in that.
Yeah.
But then again, we also mentioned Firefly, so
Right.
which are roughly probably the same size.
I think
Give or take a little bit, but yes.
Yeah, I'm a bastard that's going all big, so he goes, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'd
So,
say anything bigger than a 3-bedroom apartment. Go.
all right. The Millennium Falcon, because have you seen the size of its cargo bay, actually? It's huge.
Yep.
If you've seen the size of my apartment, then the tie and the X-Wing count.
Yeah.
Can we please mention Slave One? I get that it's not bigger than a 3-bedroom apartment, but
Slave
it's a
One.
badass
Yeah.
fucking ship.
It's
I-
bigger than your apartment.
I think that's at least worth an honorable mention.
I was trying to avoid mentioning the Slave One
Boba Fett.
because I am such a big Boba Fett fan. I really wanted someone else to mention it.
I gotta take my picture with Boba Fett armor
Nice.
and EMP, and I kind of freaked out, like a lot, like a lot. I really love Boba Fett. I think we've covered all the
We
good
pretty
ones.
much covered. Well, okay, two
That
more
we can remember right
that
now.
Let's say two more. But I cannot remember the names of the ships.
Okay.
The one from Galaxy Quest.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Uh,
God, I just rewatched that too.
just do what you did on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pilot this thing. Give an actor. Do what you did on the show. They modeled it after your movements.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine, Voyager,
Well, Voyager could be, but DS9 is a
Space Station.
Voyager.
I
I loved that
and
show.
I would just.
I
say,
feel really bad about not remembering the name of this one, but Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Oh shit! The Lost in Space ship.
Yeah, the ship from Lost in Space. I cannot
Well,
remember.
the robot's name was
Jupiter.
Robot, so I'm gonna. Oh, was it Jupiter?
Jupiter.
It was the Jupiter? Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's Jupiter 2 in the movie because Jupiter 1 was the original show.
Okay. Okay, cool. So the Jupiter. Yeah.
I used to love that show. It was on Nick
And
at
the ship
Night.
from War of the Worlds, which never had a name, but, Klaatu, Barada.
Rata, Nikto.
Oh man, what about the one
Or
from
Day the
the
Earth
Day
Stood
the Earth Stood Still? Yeah.
Yeah.
War of the Worlds, though. I mean, the aliens were kind of ships.
Yeah.
Like they just grew legs.
Well, they were inside the ships.
Yeah.
And then they died.
Oh, Mars Attacks.
I got.
Shit, yeah, Mars
Do not run.
Attacks.
We are your friends.
Oh god, I haven't watched that in forever.
That's such an awesome movie.
Like, I think it's literally been 15 years since I've seen that movie.
Yeah.
And you went ack, and I knew what the fuck you were talking about. Like,
I think he's gone ack on this show several times.
You can't. If you've seen.
probably.
If you've seen Mars Attacks, you know
You
the
can't-
ack sound. I mean.
Oh god, the fucking Chihuahua head lady.
Yes.
Oh god. We should end this, or we're gonna just keep
Yeah, let's-
thinking of
okay,
spaceships
yeah.
forever, and it's late.
That was a dangerous topic.
I was just trying to see if there was anything we were missing.
No, I think we're
I was
good.
looking. I found one of
I
these
think
little
we're good.
poster comparison things,
I think we're good.
but a lot of them seem to be ones that we've
Think we're
covered
good.
already.
Pretty sure we're good.
Farscape,
Oh my god, we're good.
Galaxy Quest,
Space
Starship
Dustin.
Troopers,
Space Dustin. Space Dustin. Space Dustin.
and there was one more in here that I just wanted to throw in,
It's after midnight. We're good.
but it's not at midnight.
I will fucking cut you.
All right, we're done.
Okay.
Anyway, all right. Well, that was our conversation on famous starships. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure there are several.
Starships are meant to
I
fly.
don't know the name of the ship, and I feel so horrible. I think
Say-
someone needs to beat me. But the one from Alien.
Oh, that would be. I just saw that one. That
Prometheus,
was
right?
No, not the Prometheus.
United America's Bison M Class Nostromo.
Nostromo.
Yeah, it's right here, and that was the one I was looking for. There's also the Sulaco.
Yeah.
We're good.
But we're good, yes.
Okay.
Nikki has to wake up in like 5 hours and 45 minutes. Could we be good? Please.
Oh, what about Nuskin?
I will just leave.
We left out all the ships from Warhammer 40,000.
I will just leave.
Sorry, go, outro.
All right, so leave your favorite spaceships in the comments on the Facebook post for this podcast, or you can email us, or you can post it on our website. All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Preferably Facebook, though, because we can interact with you.
Facebook and email. We guarantee you the email will be read on the show.
Yes.
So email us, bitches.
Yeah.
And Copel, I know you got opinions on this one, bro.
Yes.
Word.
We got a lot of friends that should have opinions on this.
Yeah, we should.
We have a lot of friends who have opinions.
True.
Yeah.
They're like assholes. Everyone has one, and they all stink.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well, for the Nerd Effect podcast, we have been
Mac Morgan.
Mason Ireland.
Big Prindle. And on that note, Mason's breaking shit.
And I am Dustin Vancouver, and for those about the nerd,
we
salute
salute
you.
you. Oh, that was terrible.
It's because you threw us off by breaking shit, dude.